All right, time for another unprofessional video. This one's gonna be about Shibari's Woe because of all the suggestions to use it, and I've been doing some tests on it, and I will say there's a very minor, almost non-existent effect. So I can admit I'm wrong there and saying that has no effect, but it's a very small effect. Anyways, moving on though, I do want to say my two big videos, I guess, to say my Jar Cannon and my Latenna Soloing Millennium video both have 50,000 views about. So 100K views in total, which is mind-boggling. I didn't expect to get 1,000 to be honest. I'm just making dumb methods to kill bosses. So I am very grateful for those who actually find it interesting and find it helpful. Um, that people were very supportive in the comments. I was surprised the amount of people who are like who say that I provide good content or provide information well. I truly do appreciate all the comments and compliments. That being said, and also there are the naysayers, which are totally justifiable. There are also people who say like, oh, there's a more effective build, or I can do this more effectively in like 2 minutes or whatever. And you know what? For sure, yeah, 100%. They're correct on that. So you see a comment like that, believe them. Like a Mimic plus 10 with Rivers of Blood, like, yeah, damn straight, that shit's way faster than what I'm doing. Um, Blasphemous Blade, Moonveil, Mog Spear, like, if you're actually trying to beat the boss, just use those. Those are way better. They're way more optimal. They make sense. You're actually doing damage, of course. You're stun locking. Don't I'm not the best way to beat something. I'm not a challenger or speedrunner. I'm just finding weird ways to beat bosses. I've done this in every Souls game because fighting the boss normally is boring to me. I need to find some weird wacky way to beat them. Like beating a boss with torch only in Dark Souls 3 or something. Um, anyways, that being said, let's actually move on to the video. That's what you're here for. This one actually does have a script, so I'm actually trying this time. I guess actually trying. I prepared. Anyways, this isn't to disparage the people who have been suggesting it. I'm just trying to explain why it's redundant in a sense, why it's not needed. So essentially, you would think there's one group of people that think that just having the the woe on just magnetizes aggro. That's not the case. You must attack for aggro to actually target you. So you have to attack anyway. It doesn't. It's not like the red eye ring in Dark Souls 2. You must attack for the enemy to actually aggro on you. Um, how aggroing works is that when you hit someone, their attack gets queued, and the queue is who they're targeting. And normally, without it on, they queue one attack to target one person until someone else hits them, or if no one else is close enough. What the woe does is that it just adds an extra queue. So instead of one attack, it's two, and that makes sense. You hit them, and instead of just the current attack targeting them, the next one targets them as well. So if you're constantly, counterattacking and actually hitting them, you would keep aggro very well. Some enemies do ignore this. They have a short queue, meaning, they might not even queue two attacks. They might only be able to queue one attack at most. I noticed this on Radagon and Fire Giant, Elden Beast 2, where you have one person go to town on them, and no matter what they do, fucking Radagon will snipe them with a lightning spear just because they hit them with a projectile. Radagon fucking hates people. Um, Same thing with Latenna. I would think that's because Radagon has an answer to that. It works on Melania because she doesn't have a big range move like Radagon. Radagon can lightning spear that shit from across the goddamn world, but Melania just doesn't. She doesn't have that, so she can't cue an attack to counterattack Latenna's range. Anyways, so my experiment is as follows. I'm using Neil here because he's nice and slow, fat and tanky, kind of the walking juggernaut, perfect for Latenna. So I aggro him, I kill the fodder, I summon Latenna over here, and then what I've been doing is I've been counting the number of volleys it takes for him to target switch, and I don't count it if he target switches mid attack. Like when there's a volley incoming and he already target switches, that's just a result of the queued attack changing target mid attack rather than the volley actually drawing the aggro because the volley didn't even hit him yet. Is what I'm saying. Oh yeah, if you're wondering, I am using Rivers of Blood because it's fast as hell. Yeah, shocker, it does damage, right? That being said, don't feel bad if you use Rivers of Blood. Maybe you're just trying to move on with your life. Not everything has to be a challenge run. Not everything has to be a wonderful, impressive display of skill. I had enough of that in Sekiro. Alright, so watch. It does not magnetize aggro. As you can see, he doesn't give a shit. I have to hit him. So, here's what I'll do. So right now he's on me, and I didn't count yet because he has a weird... I'm gonna try to make him do it. He has that Scarlet Rot Whirlwind, which kind of fucks up the test. There we go. So after this, I'll aggro him, and then I'll count the number of volleys it takes. Alright, so he's currently on me. Wait till he aggro switches. He's now on Latenna, so here we go. I take the aggro. 1 volley. 2 volleys. 3 volleys. 4 volleys. And 5 volleys. He switches. Makes sense. I take the aggro. 1 volley. 2 volleys. 3 volleys. And 4 volleys. And he switched, so I don't count that one. He was turning to hit Latenna, so that's the weird part. I take the aggro. 1 volley. 2 volleys. That one missed. 3 volleys. And he switched on that one, so I count that as 3. 1 volley. 2 volleys. 3 volleys. 4 volleys. And he switched, so I don't count that one, so that's 4. Alright, so about 4. 4 is an average. Again, it's inconsistent. So like, you know, one time it was 4, you know, one time it was 3. So around 3 to 4, right? So we can safely say at least 3, reliably 4. So let's take off the gear, and this time we'll do the same thing. And keep in mind, I've been doing this for quite some time. I could say the average number is 3 for the Shiburi setup. Oh my goodness, a katana that does damage. What a shocker. Alright, so, you know, same routine. This time I just don't have the Shiburi as well. Oh, you know what? Let me do it now, because I gotta trigger his Scarlet thingamabob. Oh, yeah, again, he doesn't care. I have to hit him. Oh, oops. Oh well. Come on, use your. There we go. So now I'll start counting after this. So it's consistent. So he's on Latenna. After this, I take the aggro. 1 volley. 2 volleys. 3 volleys. 4 volleys. 5 volley. No, that one missed. Okay, so 4. 1 volley. 2 volleys. 3 volleys. 4 volleys. And he switched, so that I don't count that one. 1 volley. 2 volleys. 3 volleys. 4 volleys. And he switches, okay. After this, take the aggro. 1 volley. 2 volleys. 3 volleys. 4 volleys. And he switches one more time. 1 volley. 2 volleys. 3 volleys. 3 volleys, okay. I don't know if you can tell at this point. So, pretty much the same results. I think with the Shiburi, so you notice with the Shiburi, he switched mid-swing more often than, you know, with this one. This one he very clearly he stopped attacking and then he turned. But with Shiburi's Woe, he hesitated to hit me and turned Latenna. But regardless, it was 3 to 4 volleys each. So that's the minor effect I was talking about. But let me show you. Let me show you why I consider it redundant. Why it doesn't matter. Oh, someone. Oh well, whatever. Why I don't think it matters. Whether or not you have the gear on, just by um sheer distance alone. Take care of these. Oh well, take care of these bozos. All right, so look. All right, I got nothing on. I got no Shibriri. I got none of that. Right? You notice what's happening? He doesn't give a shit about Latenna. He doesn't care. Through sheer distance, this you don't need the extra aggro because he is so far out of her targeting range. He won't walk over to her. He might he there's like a minuscule chance he might. Oh, Latenna can't target him anymore. Um, there we go. There's a minuscule chance he might, like with Melania, but that's only because when the damage gets stacked up so much, they have no choice but to go towards her. With Melania, it takes her like half her health for even to even start walking towards her. But as you can see, just by distance alone, the threat level management is so you barely have to do it. You don't have to queue anything. Um, that being said, this only works on bosses with big arenas, which is a lot of bosses. But yeah, he's just I don't have it on. Like I said before, uh, it's not needed. It's redundant. I'm better off using another talisman if I'm able to play well and keep the boss away from Latenna like this. And if they do get close, I mean, I just gotta do this. Like it's no biggie. It's not that big a deal. Oh wow, that poise. Wish I had that. Oh boy. Ooh, almost got me there. Latenna, where you at? Oh, she must have fell over. Oh well. Oh, I'm out of mana. Damn shame. Oh, new game +6. The Gank Squad. There we go. Alright, let me just take care of Neil here. She's probably hitting a clean rot knight. But anyways, hopefully I have debunked or or explained well enough why I don't use Fabriri's Woe. There is an effect, I can't admit that, but it's so minor that it's not needed, and it doesn't matter if she's far enough. Melania, I don't need it because she's so damn far. She won't target her. Radagon, I could almost see it, but Radagon is so haywire anyway. I don't think it would help at all because once Radagon starts targeting her, that's kind of it. He kind of just Kobe's the lightning bolt from across the room, and she kind of just gets smacked. But if you stuck around the song, thank you for watching. Please ask me any questions, or feel free to ask me to test in a different way. At this point, we're all learning. I'm learning. But yeah, have a good day.